Hey guys, we are the 732 Review Crew, and I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And we're back with Season 1, Episode 3 of Solo Leveling, titled
It's Like a Game.
It's Like a Game!
Were you right? The comments don't think so.
Now, last time Mike famously said he's not it's like they're NPCs and he's not an
He's
NPC.
a player now.
Yeah. You know, it's pretty interesting going on. I mean, pretty clearly our main character seemed like he died the last episode.
Right.
He got destroyed completely.
It didn't seem like he died. He fucking died.
Well,
he smashed him into a puddle.
He did not die because it's explicitly said on screen you are about to die.
Yes, and he pushed the button. He had like 0.04 seconds, but everybody abandoned him except for the last two who he let go. Do you think he's going to be in the dungeon dead? What do you think is going to happen?
I think it's going to be level 1.
Level 1? You think he's going to be level 1?
I really have no idea. We're going to get the big reveal, hopefully, this episode. So
there's one way for us to find out, and that's where to watch. And we're going to just jump right into this episode. Now, this is only 12 episodes this season, so I'm wondering how far they will get through this, But there's only one way for us to find out. It's to watch. So let's get started on Season 1, Episode 3 of Solo Leveling. Joe, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. We're starting. He is a player.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You did it.
He has his arm back. He rezzed.
I only saw 1 foot, though. Is his leg still gone?
I think he's about to rip off the blanket.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he rezzed. Is it the government?
I'm getting that vibe. Matching outfits.
Wushin.
The Hunters Association.
Shu. So everything actually happened.
Oh, that's fucked.
She's having a traumatic break.
Remember what they said, though? She couldn't have the mental to do hard dungeons in the first place? Poor girl.
He seems like the type of guy who's going to, try to take care of all of those people, though. You know?
He has body parts there, see?
Yeah, but he wasn't in the room either.
Yeah!
It's going to be really sad if he's the same thing.
You're still
We're
trash.
going to find out right now.
I think he is still going to be low tier.
They're going to find it right now.
Or he did, but he's even weaker.
He's 1/7 of the regular E rank.
Basically a civilian.
Jeez.
Well, he was at the weakest E rank, so that makes sense. Open your menu.
What menu? It's always open. It's always open. What do you mean? Open it. Failure to comply may result in a penalty. Development of the player, assistance, reward.
Okay.
Oh shit, what's a penalty though?
It's appropriate.
Looks like there's a timer too.
Oh. Uh-oh. Is it gonna be B rank?
I like how they just navigate traffic around it.
This is inconvenience in my commute. This is unbelievable. Oh.
Yikes.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It's like, you didn't do your job! Fuck you!
Uh-oh. Yikes. Giant desert suit. Ah! Survive. Survive for 4 hours.
He didn't do his job.
I'll do 100 push-ups instead of this.
It was like 10 kilometers, 100 push-ups.
Oh, there's more than one? Fuck.
Been running for 2 hours. 5 more minutes.
10 seconds.
Dodge.
He did it. Right? Yeah.
Survival. Strength training. Beats the alternative.
All right, let's see.
10K.
Look at his level and status over there.
Woo!
状態の回復疲れが一瞬で吹き飛ぶ能力値が出ればそれだけ強くなる
Well, he's definitely not going to go for a mage build.
デイリークエスト報酬
You got a dope sword.
Boop, 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 boop. Don't be gray. Oh.
Ooh, it's a key. It's a key.
インスタンス母さん起きてよ
どうしたの？
母さん溺水症ゲートが出現してから見られるようになった病で数万人に一人
He awakened.
おめでとうございます。あなたはハンターの資格を得ました。
Just barely, though.
これ役に期待していますね。
Look at him, he's getting joked now.
I'm so excited to see him actually start murking shit. Gah! I feel like
That's crazy.
he's
though.
making such a noob mistake, though, isn't he? Like, just. Boop, boop, boop,
Always go Dex
Just
Fighter,
saying.
dude. Always go Dex Fighter.
I mean, when you're leveling at first, isn't it easier just to do brute strength everything?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
This. No? Oh. Oh, he's going in alone.
The show's called Solo Leveling.
No, no, no. Like, there's not even like a gate or anything. It's,
Well, they
It's
said
the
it.
game.
They said
It's
instance.
instanced.
Yeah.
It's instance. It's not a summoned one.
Yeah.
Woo! Here we go. First dungeon by himself.
yeah, dude, he's definitely playing a video game.
I think it's the real world, but I just think it's set up to be literally a video game.
I mean, in a world of powers, why can't there be a
Yeah.
power that does this, you know?
Yeah, like, did he bring a weapon or is he gonna punch
He
the
did
goblins?
bring a weapon.
He's the knife, remember?
I thought he broke the knife.
And he can't get out. It just sealed on him.
No, he had a new one.
My real question is, how does this scale against their ranking?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have to put his hands on
Like,
the thing to find
is it
out.
total attribute level? Is it?
He's gonna have to put his hands on the orb to find out again, you know?
We find out what.
What his power is,
Oh.
remember? It's at 10 last
What do you
time.
mean? His mana's still 10. He never put any points in.
Ooh, goblins. Remember he had a hard time against these last time?
Oh, look, he's got name
since
tag.
it's instance, we can imagine it's instance like for his difficulty,
Probably.
right?
Maybe.
It would make sense.
Show strength, never weakness.
Come on, dude.
Do it, dude. Ooh, he dodged. Look at him go.
Those 10 dex points really matter.
And he's blocking too now. Look, his strength is helping him hold up. Woo. Woo.
He's getting mobbed by 3, though.
But he's not
On the
getting hit.
offensive.
Remember, he couldn't do.
Believe in you.
He couldn't even fight one before.
I
Yeah,
know.
no, I know.
Yeah, he did it.
First kill!
Yeah. No, he killed the other thing. Remember?
Yeah, but he
First kill's
literally
a player, Mikey.
It literally he like suicided. It killed him. He killed it.
Another one. Woo.
That was sick.
Yeah, he cut it in half.
Dude, look at that gleam.
He's learning.
That was still a lot for him though.
Where's the loot?
Oh fuck.
Yikers.
Uh-oh.
And there it goes. All right. Chuck.
Can you grab one of theirs?
Oh, God.
Woo.
Choke the dog out.
It's a red name, not orange.
Oh, it's a lichen? Punch down his throat.
Hercules, that bitch. Oh.
No.
Oh, are there multiple?
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Woo. It's going crazy right now. It has to. Look at that animation change. Come on, bud. Nah, fuck you. Come on.
Yep.
Is that the end?
That's the end. Ah,
Bro.
bro. These are too fast. All right.
Dude, they are too fast. It's
20 minutes is not
like
enough.
Not nearly enough.
20 minutes is not enough.
And a lot happened in that one.
That one was actually pretty good. That one got you some background details, and it kind of shows
Bit
you.
of a montage.
Yeah, he had the training montage, so you weren't dealt
I
with
think
it.
he might have jumped the gun a little too fast going into this first solo dungeon, though.
Well, you could see he thinks, and he notices the system. It says it's there to help give the player development, and since he's a player, and the system gave him a key, he thought, "Hey,
But
this
it's
is
a
good."
random loot box.
Yeah, he
It
thought
could
it
have been anything. It could have even been a boat.
could have been yeah, but it wasn't. It was a key. So as you could see, kind of he got a little excited.
Yeah.
He put 20 points in strength and was like, "I can do it," and then he didn't, realize he probably, like you said, maybe should have took another week of training.
And like evened out some of those other stats,
Well, in his mind, he thought it functioned like any other dungeon, where if he ran into this, lichen, he could have just been like, "Bye, I'll be back later." But it's an instance dungeon, and it closed behind him as he went in, opening, him into a world where he has to kind of either survive and fight to live or die.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like,
do or die now, obviously.
Yeah.
And he also needs to fucking get some actual money so his shit stops breaking.
now, if you...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His knife is broken within the first 2 seconds every single
Well,
time.
no, this time he actually killed
He
three.
killed three.
Three goblins.
This time.
That's a big impression, because as you could see, the first episode, he got
It's like one
stabbed.
goblin.
He literally had a trade to, win. And in this one, once he got his footing, he was able to kill 3 goblins and almost like, a nice move until the lichen shows up. And if you notice, the goblins' names were orange, which in MMOs and video games,
challenging.
it means they're usually a green. Green means same or lower level. Orange means like
Yeah.
above your level.
Yep.
So the goblins still seem like they're
Red means you're gonna fucking die.
No. Red means
Danger.
you can kill it, but it's gonna really hurt you. Purple means you're gonna die.
But purple usually means
That's
legendary.
not every game.
But you could see here,
Not every game. Sometimes it's just a skull.
The
It
guy-
doesn't even show you the
That's
level.
true.
You don't got a color. You get
Yeah.
in this one, the goblins were orange, which means there's still a significant threat to him if he's not careful. Which you could see he kind of had to deal with 3 of them, and it was not like he wasn't able to like. It took him a little bit to get
Yeah,
comfortable.
meanwhile, like
The lichen
we
just
saw everyone else just absolutely mow down the
yeah.
goblins.
And if he, so it's I don't know. You were asking his scaling. It's maybe fair to assume he's probably still.
He's definitely still an E rank,
He's
but
probably upper
I'm just
echelons.
wondering, like, as it goes on, like, when's he gonna pop up to D?
Well, because we don't know if someone who is at D is like 100 in each stat. Like, okay, that's not that far away, or is it like 1,000? Like, is he actually
or even just like total stats 500,
Yeah.
stats 100.
But they brought up the thing that you were questioning. You only get power once. You only get power once. What is that? You only get ranked once. You can't go up or down. Well, there's a thing called a second awakening, which is very rare. But when it happens, your rank can go up. It doesn't say how many levels or to what level. It's not dedicated. It just goes higher.
Right.
And
That was a really funny scene, actually.
because you guys are like, it's gonna be an A rank or an S rank, and he puts his hand on it, and they're like,
No, I
we are
said it
mistaken.
right before they showed it. I was like, nah, he's definitely the same,
Yeah,
or weaker.
well, he's basically a civilian. They said, and that's what that one scene where he's working construction shows. He was walking, and I guess if you're supposed to have, I don't know if when you're supposed to have like an awakening, maybe you're like
Whoa!
His was
Meanwhile,
like
he just farted.
his was like,
Whoa, that fart was weird. That
yeah, he literally was like,
guy had magical powers now.
we got introduced to one of the guilds. The guild,
Hunters Guild.
the Hunters Guild, which
Yeah.
is one of the guilds, and the girl that we were introduced to in the first episode is being sent to, I believe, a B rank
It
dungeon.
seemed like, and that dungeon was the one we saw open on the highway.
I thought that was a
No.
C rank.
It's in the Wharf District.
There was I'm sorry. There was a.
The Wharf District's the one that's implied to be B rank.
Yeah, the wharf,
Yes.
no, the one on the highway was
Yeah,
a different one.
that's the.
We don't know if the highway one.
They
is
said-
the-
they said the
It seemed
rank.
like they were implying it was that one.
No,
No,
it's a D rank one because they
Because they also, when saying the thing on the wharf, they were like, and
it's
as a
gotta be
result,
lower one.
expect
It's gotta
traffic
be,
delays.
It's got to be a lower one because
they called the girl for it and said it's a D rank. We need your help on the dungeon, and she was kind of like, I'm still too traumatized. Pretty sure, or it was D or C rank because they said the one that opened up in the middle of the street. We need your help doing it. All the other guilds are busy dealing with C rank ones,
I think Mikey's right on that.
so we need your help.
Well, we'll see, but I think
But
that's someone.
but they made a
why even show it then?
because they made a big point to show that it wasn't just
That's
one.
where they're gonna run into Jinwoo.
But they also made a point to show you that it wasn't one dungeon, that multiple new dungeons just opened up.
Or open up regularly, yeah.
Or I don't even know if it's regularly. They just happened to open up in this
Game
It
launch.
seems like D ranks open very frequently,
Yeah.
but they just kind of get dealt with. Meanwhile, it seemed like the B rank one, they were like, it requires organization.
Well, a B rank could be like a national security if it gets open. You can assume because our healer, the healer in the group is a B rank healer, and so she could technically do potentially B rank dungeons, but she doesn't because she gets traumatized too easily. So you have to assume that even though she's a B rank healer, it could still get pretty bad.
That was
in there.
another thing that I don't know if the information delivered that I got it right, but the way that they said when they were talking about the second awakening, they said a second awakening is how you get A and S rank adventurers. So it might be that like B
No,
and
you
below
can,
are
can go to A or S. A or S are also still born A or S.
on first awakening.
Yes.
Okay, because the way that they said it, it made
kinda,
it seem like
yeah.
that's how you get the top tier, the
Well,
creme de la creme.
The way I think what they're implying is that a lot of
People will jump up.
Well,
to that.
if you will jump up to A, if you get a second awakening, it usually is such a special circumstance that it pushes you to A or S tier.
Right.
And A or S tier are like obviously in the way it works, the different tiers of everything. And you can see that Jinwoo as a E tier was, when he was in that one dungeon, they were like, just stand back there and do nothing, dude. And those are probably D tiers. So, it scales exponentially. So from E to D to C to B to A to S, there's probably gaps. And as they say, and you know how it is with like sports and stuff, the upper echelons from A to S, the gap there is even bigger than the gap through everything most of the time. Because the power level scaling for like, the strongest is always like, if you for exponential, or for example, basketball players, baseball players, the best baseball player, the S tier baseball player may have, B tier and C tier players on his team, but he's S tier. And as a result, he can carry that, team.
I understand what you're saying, but
Which is why they had
Mikey doing sports metaphors.
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, sure, it works.
Which is why they said to the girl, you're going into the B rank dungeon. We need you to show them how to fight, because even though we can't increase our power levels, we can increase our
intelligence
and cooperation.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Drilling.
Exactly.
Well, it was like, yeah. I mean, that seems. Did they not do that now? Was my actual thought.
I think it seems like
do that.
B
Maybe they have
ranks will
some
be
improvements.
like mostly B ranks and maybe like an A lead or an S lead. But it sounded like that. More importantly, whatever her rank is, she's going with this B rank dungeon specifically for new recruits to the guild of B rank, so that they can form the cohesive like group organization.
Because you could be rank and be super strong, but if you have no combat experience, you might fall into a trap.
Not work well with the team.
Exactly. And when you're in a guild,
Yeah,
they're going into these guilds. The guilds are going into these portals so that they can kill the monsters and destroy the bosses,
And get
so
paid.
they can get paid. So risk versus reward. You're literally, these are, for lack of better words, you can assume like they're miners going into a cave. And of course they're going to need help, but the main thing is they're trying to clear out all the precious gems and jewels in the cave to sell.
Yo, by the way, what was up with Suhi showing up with like the basket and it was like all cute, and then out of nowhere she was like,
I think she was worried.
"Oh,
I think she got shy.
I think she got shy, or she was worried about him.
I was gonna say, is it because it seemed like he would like it didn't affect him and he was totally fine and had
Potentially.
recovered and wasn't fucked up, and she is,
Maybe.
and she just felt some type of way. And she just felt.
But also because, the last time she saw him, don't forget, she knew he was missing limb. She saw his leg get cut off. That's the reason why he didn't leave, because he couldn't carry her out.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of fucked up that no one was there. Like, hey man, thank you so much. You saved our fucking lives. Like, I owe you.
Nah, dude.
You don't know.
What the fuck is up with
Nah,
that?
dude.
I don't know. To think, but
What
what
do
else?
you mean, nah?
Nah, dude.
Well, okay,
I don't
sure.
remember.
The first three people, like, he still saved their lives, but I mean, he didn't sacrifice themselves. They made the decision for him.
They did.
I like how you
Yeah.
also were like, "What's the punishment if he doesn't do it?" It's
Oh yeah.
running a desert.
And this guy's like, oh, it reflects the task.
Well,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
he didn't-
okay, it was a 10-kilometer run and 100 push-ups, whatever.
Well, he didn't do the strength training, so it made him do some actual strength training, which is actual survival skills. Which
bitch,
I wonder if
run.
it's going to become relevant. That he ran for 4 hours straight in the next episode. You never know, because that entire thing was him running away from giant monsters.
What if he has 8
And
parents? It could be a really important plot detail.
Hate to hear. Now, you got a lot going on, and next episode is going to be interesting, especially for those who've seen the news. The voice actor literally coughed up blood for the next episode because he went so hard with the
See,
acting.
these episodes seem like they need to be watched 2 at a time.
They do need to be they need to be released 2 at a time, not watched
Yeah.
2 at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, 'cause
completely.
it has not been enough.
No,
I'm jonesing for content right
I needed more really, and unfortunately, there's nothing else to add to this because we pretty much talked about the whole episode.
Well, there's only so much to talk about.
Yeah,
It's so short.
I mean, besides,
me being right that he got player status.
yeah, he is actually a player. So yeah, so technically,
So there are all.
so there is non-player, there's non-player characters and a player character, and technically he's the player character. So that's that's pretty true and realistic. Mike was right.
Oh wait. So were you joking? I'm
No, it said player.
No, I know it did.
It said player.
He is a player character.
He is a player
Everyone
character.
is a non-player character.
Every other player is a non-player character.
Well, we don't know that.
That we're
We don't know that he's
It's
the
implied.
only
It's
one.
implied.
Well,
It's
it's implied that he is. Well, most until when we know somebody else is a player character, or if there is
I
any.
think
Well,
the blind chick. is.
Specifically, the Hunter Guild has said this has never happened before. It's unlike anything we've
the
seen.
double dungeon situation.
So in this specific thing, it's like there could be, but they've avoided being caught on radar like he was.
Got you.
And the fact is, when they showed up to rescue him with their team, he was laying there completely unharmed with all the dead people around him, and his limbs were fine, and there was no sign of what happened in there. So they're, like they said, they're going to file it as an incident, but they're also keeping an eye on him because he is a survivor of a double dungeon, which is,
Well, a double dungeon where most of the people died.
And the second part of the dungeon disappeared.
exactly.
Yep.
So there's no trace, there's no proof, and like they said, there would be no way to prove that this dungeon happened unless everybody's story. But the fact that everybody's story was the same, just crazy because everybody was able to keep a coherent story after that traumatic event. Besides that, though, I have nothing else to add. Do you guys?
Nope.
Yeah, no, they didn't ask him what happened.
They probably
That's not
Sure, in a
important.
different point, but like they didn't ask him.
maybe it was
like,
off
any
screen. I
questions,
don't know.
Really.
Which is funny because he was the last one.
Which is so hysterical because I feel like they would have asked him more questions if the thing said he had grown in strength, but they were like, "Oh, man, you're like as soft as a tissue, bro."
They're like, you're a 10 out
And
of.
we're like, "I guess we're done here."
It's like he is like bare minimum.
Yeah.
Besides that,
So, anyways, yeah.
yeah. Besides that, I have nothing else to add. Thank you for joining us for episode 3 of Solo Leveling. If you did enjoy this, let us know in the comments below your favorite part of this episode, any of your predictions if you have not seen or read the manhwa. I'm sorry, and let us know if we can do anything to improve your viewing experience. Otherwise, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out our Patreon, which has full lengths, including the first episode of this season for free. Otherwise, we're signing off. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
We're 732 Review Crew. Bye and have a nice evening.
Bye.
Toodaloo.